So Catherine, where are we going?
We are going to the police station to say hello. And because we are staying more than 90 days in Norway, we have to register us. We give it a try and hope everything goes smooth and well. We'll let you know later how it went.
We are now approaching the police headquarters, the police station.
What did we think?
Wait, is I think just here, Politi. So we're gonna see. Stay with us. Norway has a relatively liberal immigration policy, and as EEA citizens from Switzerland, it is easy to obtain a permit to stay in the country for an unlimited time. That was relatively easy. We just had to go into the police station, fill in an online form, which we could have done earlier actually already.
You have to know. You first have to figure out what to do.
So we filled in this online form, submitted it, then you're invited to choose a slot for an interview, which was possible just today. So we just waited an hour, then we had our interview. We had to bring the passport, some health insurance proof and some proof of funds. And with this, we're fine. We have now a police certificate and we can stay in Norway as long as we want.
And the lady was very, very helpful, funny, and very kind. So it was really nice.
A very positive, a very, very positive experience with the police here. Fantastic. After all this administrative stuff, it's time to explore the area. Those of you who are watching mainly because of the sailing, after all we are a sailing channel, please jump forward to the next timestamp in the video as we take our folding bikes and set across Gisundsbrua to the wild and largely untouched island of Senja. The journey there, however, contains a big mental obstacle for me, the 41-meter high road bridge across Gisund. Becoming an obstacle to traffic myself does not bother me, at least I don't have to drive my bike so dangerously close to the edge of the bridge. If you know Catherine, you will know that something as simple as a walk or a bike tour bears a high risk to turn into something a bit more challenging, sometimes pushing physis and material close to the edge. This time, returning on the main road was not in for her. And after getting "you can try, good luck" directions from the locals, we take on to the hiking trails with our bikes. And as every time, the little man in my head says to me, "Told you so." But then, have you ever tried to stand in Catherine's path? After a week of exploring our winter camp, we can say that we are very happy with our choice. The harbour is well protected against wind and waves, and in the town we can find just about everything we will need, from supermarkets, hardware stores to marine chandlers, and, in the extreme case, there would even be a hospital.
Very nice.
There's a daily fast ferry service to Tromsø and Harstad, and the airports of Tromsø and Bardufoss provide national and international air
Shallow
connections.
here, 3.8 meters. It's low water.
And now it's time for us to hit the water again. On a flat, calm and sunny day, we set our course through the fjords towards Tromsø, the capital of the north. Our next stop is a small island called Ryøya, where we plan to spend the night.
I met an old man. I said, "Tell me your story." He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. He said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got.
Approaching and docking to this floating pontoon may look straightforward, but is actually a bit tricky. The tidal streams on the opposite side of the island can be very strong, and we do not know how strong they will be on the south side. The water in the open bay is shallow, only between 2 and 5 meters deep, and the pontoon is partially built on a submerged rock. The pontoon structures strong anchor chains spread to the seafloor in all directions, and a few isolated, uncharted rocks are lurking under the surface and suggest this place has to be approached with caution.
Just a little drizzle, huh?
Just a little drizzle.
From 1981, the University of Tromsø ran a research project with 20 musk oxen on the island. After the second last animal living on the island sadly had been found dead with plastic waste in its stomach, it was time to draw a line under this project in 2018. The island is now uninhabited, apart from the periodic visitors to the floating boat dock and cabin of the local boat club, which provides all the infrastructure for a delicious barbecue. So we're in the plain middle of the Ryøya. We have 3 knots of tide with us, so we're doing 9.5 knots over ground with 6.5 knots speed. It's a narrows here as well. There's a cargo ship coming up, which we need to take care of, but it's fine. It's a nice day. A little bit of wind from behind, so we'll see how that will go. Maybe we can sail. We'll try it out. And this afternoon there is possibility of some heavy rain, so we'll be in Tromsø, and we hope it doesn't hit us, but we'll see. A couple of years ago, on our 25th wedding anniversary to be exact, Catherine organized a celebratory trip to Tromsø for the 2 of us. We already owned Polaris at that time, but who would have thought then that one day we would actually sail into Tromsø? I definitely didn't. But Catherine kind of knew that she would get back here. And what did I tell you before? Ever tried to stand in her way? Look at this morning and at that beauty. Sometimes, just sometimes, it's even worthwhile letting Catherine have her way. Today is the 21st of July and we have another 10 days until we have to be back in Tromsø to pick up our friends Nora and Thomas who come visit us from Switzerland. Our game plan, weather permitting, is to sail to Hammerfest, possibly even to the North Cape, before turning back to our rendezvous in Tromsø. Today's leg is from Tromsø to the Nord-Lenangen Fjord on the west side of the Lyngen Peninsula. 35 nautical miles, sun and not a lot of wind is forecast for the day. This is the way to Svalbard. If you wanted to go there, we should go to port for 30 degrees and go up. But we're not going there. We are going over there. These are called the Lyngen Alps. Very nice for hiking and for skiing in winter as well. We were recommended this small private pier by a local, and it is located at the head of the fjord in beautiful surroundings. However, it turns out that it's very basic and still under construction. There are no facilities other than electricity, which, for a day rate of 500 kroners, we think is quite steep.
That you're okay, that it took some time to lose the fear, but now you're grateful and singing along. Hey, you're singing along.
After a magical sunset and a quiet night, we leave the Nord-Lenangen Fjord towards the island of Skjervøy, which is a significant fishing harbour. We just had this big buoy, that's a marker for fishing, and it could be a marker of the end of a net that is set. And we were told they either go from the buoy to the shore, so you shouldn't go through, or they go further out. We can see one buoy further out there. I don't know which way it goes, so we had a look and then we decided to go through. Nothing happened, so it's fine. We had stopped not to potentially run into the fishing net and had a look around. As we couldn't discover anything in the water below, and with the fishing vessel coming towards us on the reverse course, we decided it was safe to go ahead. Meanwhile, in our winter break, we have discovered the www.barentswatch.no website, which shows in real time the positions of all commercial fishing nets in Norwegian waters. Might have helped. So for once we have the full sails up. True wind speed is it's a big gust. It's now 16 knots, but that's probably a bit on the high side. We're doing a nice speed, almost 8 knots over ground, which is cool. And when there is some wind, we should use it. So we were happily switching off the engine today. We're going to Skjervøy, to an island called Skjervøy. We've been there a couple of years ago. It's a small fishing village, fishing harbour here. and we're going there. The overall distance today was 24 nautical miles. We still have about 17 to go. So we started down here at Finnsnes in Lyngen, on the peninsula of Lyngen, which is a very nice mountainous area. So that's the plan for today. There's quite a few ships out here. There's a fishing boat, there's another sailing boat, actually motoring at the moment, so maybe the wind will come down. We'll see. We're taking the sails down because the wind has died on us. It's 3 knots now, so we're not the wind, so we're not doing anything, and the sails are just flapping. So off they go.
For how long have you sailed now?
10 minutes, 15.
No.
And that's us entering the harbour of Skjervøy. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share and leave a comment below. Will we make it to Hammerfest on our journey? Find out in our next episode.